find yourself in a nice long stretch on your mat. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, anything that feels good for your body this morning. And then we'll take the feet to the floor. So bend your knees, and with your feet on the floor, lift your hips an inch or two, and gently pull your tailbone way, way, way forward towards your heels to elongate your spine. And then with your feet as wide as your mat, knees together, constructive rest. Let your knees rest against each other. And then little tiny movements, windshield wipers, just to gently let one leg fall in and the other one open. Little stretch here. And then from there, we're going to bring the knees to the chest. Take the right knee in, or I should say keep the right knee in, extend the left leg out. And we're going to change 5 times. So one knee in, one knee out for 5. So we have 1 and 2 and 3. Change 4 and 5. Keep this here. The left knee should be in, or whatever knee you have in, just take a nice twist of that knee over to the side. And if you need to, bend the bottom knee as well. And just stretch, stretch, stretch. From there, we'll come back to the middle, keeping the left knee in. Now take the left knee open to your left armpit. Just a little outward rotation, spiral it. Reach it, and one more breath, then bring that knee back to the middle, and we're going to do 5 changes on the other side, or 5 changes, ending with the other leg. And as you do these, you might lift your head a little bit for the core. So we have change 1, and 2, change 3, change 4, last one, and 5. Now put the head down. Now twist that right knee over to the left in a nice reach back with that opposite arm. Let the bottom knee bend if it feels good, and just stretch everything out there through that right side. One more breath, and then slowly bring it back to the middle. Catch the right knee now with your right hand, and now open your right knee to your right armpit or your right shoulder. Little spiraling action. One more breath, and then slowly bring that leg back to the middle, right knee in, bring the left knee in to join it, and now roll to your side. And we're going to come up to a seated position. And just find a nice seat. If you need to, as always, sit up on an extra layer or two. You have a blanket or a little cushion or a little pillow. And just sit nice and tall on your mat. Okay, here we are, Saturday morning. Thank you all for being here. Rest your hands wherever you like. Close your eyes and take a few moments to find your way to your breath. Remember, I'm not playing music, but if you want to play something in the background for yourself, feel free just to have a little background noise or music. That's great. We'll take one more breath here. And then on the exhale, open your eyes. If they're not already, release your hands. And we'll take a big sweeping breath up. Inhale it up. And then exhaling it down that middle. And again, open the arms, sweep the palms together, look up. And then exhaling it down that midline. One more time like that. Big wide reach. Inhale it up. And then exhale it down that center line. Now inhale, reach the arms up, lift the chest. On the exhale, let's go back to actually interlacing your fingers. And as you interlace on the face side, find that and reach down into the back diagonal with your knuckles.
Jean, I can't hear you anymore. Somehow you got muted.
Can
There
you
we
hear
go.
me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Somehow I'm on the mute button. Okay, everyone can hear me. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can everyone hear? I can't hear you. Okay, we're gonna twist now. So now open your knees about as wide as your mat, toes together, hands to the sides of the mat. We'll take a twist here. So everyone stay strong in your left hand, and with your right hand, pull those opposite ribs from underneath and reach up tall, tall, tall. Reach, and now exhale, bring that right hand and slide it under the left elbow into a twist. And here you might choose to take the left arm up and around behind your back if it feels good. Otherwise, just leave it on the floor. One more breath. And then as you exhale, bring that left hand back to the side of the mat if it's up. And we're going to open up that right side all the way up. One more big deep breath. And then exhale, put the right hand down. Now stay on your right hand, and with your left hand, pull under your bottom ribs. Take that big, high reaching twist. And then we'll exhale that left hand under the right elbow as you go into that big, deep twist. Put your head down if it's comfortable. The right hand is ready maybe to go up and wrap that right arm around your back. Do what feels right. On the exhale, bring that hand back to the floor. And now we're gonna open up the left side all the way back up. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, put that hand down. And now we want to take a child's pose of your choice. You can either keep the knees where they are in that wide space and settle back and just stretch. Keep going. I'm just going to make sure I'm still on the mute or the unmute. And I am. Great. Okay. So from this child's pose, everyone, when you're ready, come all the way up to downward facing dog. So go ahead and just stretch it up, reach it, and maybe pedal it out through your feet a little bit. Work the heels, the knees, the ankles, the toes. Warm up your feet. Good. And from here, everyone, let's bring the feet together. All the way back to center, feet, knees touch. Come up high on your tiptoes. And take a swivel. So as your knees bend to the right, corkscrew your hips to the left. Stretch. And then inhale up. Other way, bend your knees to the left. Corkscrew your hips to the right and stretch it out. And again, inhale. We'll do to each side again. Twist it. Corkscrew it, keep the arms lengthening, the body strong. And back to the second side, inhale up, corkscrew, twist. And as you twist, bend your knees deeply, but send your hips up high. And then back to the middle. As you even out the feet, walk them back to regular downward facing distance. Strong push, take a breath. And then exhale, bend your knees, look forward. And walk your hands back, one hand at a time, until you're all the way back on your feet, and just hang like a rag doll. Inhale, flat back or halfway up. You can always bring your fingers on your shins, or extend your fingers to the mat. On the exhale, fold and bend your knees. And halfway up again. Inhale, lift your chest, look forward. And then exhale, fold and bend your knees. Last one. Inhale to a flat back, arch, lift your chest. And exhale, fold, bend your knees, and hang yourself heavily for a couple of breaths. Rest your arms, grab something, anything that feels good. One more breath. And then as you exhale, release the hands. Walk yourself back to your hands and knees this time into tabletop. I'm gonna tuck my shirt in so you can see a little bit more. Take a breath, arch, lift your chest. And let's right away exhale, bring the left knee in. So left knee in, push the left heel back, but right away add your right arm into bird dog. Take a breath. Now we're gonna bend the elbow and the knee and the head again. Exhale. Inhale to stretch. And then exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, everything reaches back through. And last one, exhale it in. And inhale, stretch, stay, reach a little bit further, wider. Now go ahead and put your hand and knee back down. Let's turn it to the side. So onto your right hand in the middle of the mat. Right knee down, left foot back, open to the big side arch, just like a modified Vashisthasana reach. All the way, take that left arm over, lift your left foot. And some of you will reach back into a quad stretch here. Open that up, lift, lift, lift. Take one more breath, then exhale, release it. All the way back to the hands and knees. And then puppy dog stretch, everyone. Tuck your toes, keep your hips high, walk your hands way forward. And if you feel ready, put your forehead down with the hips reaching back. One more breath. And then slowly bring it up. I'm turning myself around, you stay on the same side. Take a breath now, arch and lift your chest. And this time, exhale, bring your right knee in. Inhale, take your right leg back. And add your left arm forward, bird dog. Now everything folds in, exhale, elbow, knee, and head. Inhale, stretch. And again, exhale everything in. And then inhale, reach. One more time, elbow, knee, and head in. Reach it out, stay. Take a bigger, wider, longer reach. And as you exhale, put everything back down. Now take your left hand in the middle, turn your body sideways. Come onto your left knee, extend your right foot. And from the underneath part of your left wrist, reach your right hand high. Take the right arm over. If you can, lift your right foot, balance, and maybe reach into the quad stretch. Hand to foot, open it higher. One more breath, and then let it go. Turn it back around to the hands and knees. But this time we're gonna go right back to downward dog. Stretch it. Breathe deeply. Bend your knees if you need to. Work it out. Deep breath in. And then exhale with your knees bent. Look forward. Now you're going to bring your feet to your hands. Jump them or walk them. Halfway up again. Inhale. And exhale. Fold. Bend your knees right away. Roll up to standing slowly through the spine. Big sweep of the arms. And then exhale, bring it back down. From here, standing tall, we'll go right back up. Exhale, bring it down, bend your knees, don't go all the way down, but roll right back up and reach the palms. And then exhale, this is just what we did, we were seated, release it, and inhale it all the way up. One more time, fold it in, exhale. Inhale to reach. This time, bring it down again, but stay tall in your half chair, your mini chair. Ease it there. Good. Inhale, stretch up. And fold it forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway, look up. And then exhale, release, bend your knees and roll it up again. All the way up, inhale. Right away, bring your hands to the heart. Now twist back, left arm reaching forward, right arm reaching back. Twist the body. Try to keep your hips square and especially that outer right hip pulls forward. And release the twist. Exhale, inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring it back to that mini chair pose. Then stay there and twist the other way. Twist it back, 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 open it, reach it, keep that left hip forward. And exhale, release. Inhale, come up. And this time, fold it forward, exhale. Once you get there, inhale halfway up. And this time we're gonna exhale, step back with the right foot into a nice deep lunge. Put the knee down, the right knee, and while the knee is there, just lift your chest, open it. Now exhale, this is where you might need blocks or books or towels or blankets. We're gonna shift back into, this is called the pyramid pose. Stretch both legs. If you can, flex your left toes up and then lower it back to your lunge. Put that back right knee down and then just lift through the front of that right hip into a nice arch. And then exhale, fold back into that pyramid pose, stretch it. And now third time, go ahead and lunge again, put the right knee down. Inhale, arch and lift the chest. But this time, instead of going to pyramid, we're gonna go to the half split. So shift back, take the left foot if you need to, a little bit forward. Flex the toes, now lift your chest, lift your heart, way up high. Now exhale, just dig your left heel and pull it back, back, back into that hamstring. Now as you come up, take your weight over into your right hand. And as you lean into your right hand, open up the left side. Reach that left hand up and keep that left hip way in and pull it back. Reach. And now circle that hand to the floor. Then I'm gonna walk my left foot in a little closer, bend the knee again into that lower lunge. And this time take both arms up. Inhale, Anjanasana. Keep it there, reach the hands to interlace behind your back. And then arch up tall. Slide your arms and knuckles down. Breathe deeply. Next, inhale, arms come back up. Press the hands to the floor. We're just gonna step right back to a downward dog. And from here, everyone, keep your chin tucked in, roll to a plank pose like you're waving your body. And then bend your knees close without touching. Stick your tailbone out and press the hips up and back. Downward dog. And again, curl the belly like a cat stretch. Roll forward. Bend your knees and press through the hips all the way back up to downward dog. One more like that. Curl forward, inhale. Bend your knees and ripple through the hips back through to down dog. And now roll to plank, inhale. Lower chaturanga this time. Use your knees if you need to. Lower yourself down. Come onto your elbows and the tops of the feet, Sphinx pose. So inhale, drag those elbows back. Strong feet, strong bellies. And exhale, lower. This time, stay here, tuck your toes into forearm plank. You can find that lift. You can always put your knees down if you need to, but try not to. Try to lift through those armpits. One more breath. And then exhale, lower. Now cobra. As the feet extend back, slide your hands, wrap your shoulders, cobra pose, big arch. And then exhale, fold. And then from there, press back through to an extended child's pose. Tuck your toes, press through the hips, lengthen. And then when you're ready, come all the way back to downward dog. Next, inhale, everyone, lift your right leg up, give it a nice stretch. And then exhale, bring your right knee all the way towards your belly or your nose and curl in. Inhale, swing the right leg back up. Lift it, maybe you'll open it, maybe you'll bend your knee this time. As much of that twist through the belly as you like. And now exhale, step forward, right foot to the front of the mat. Once you get here, bring your weight onto your right foot. Walk your hands forward. Use blocks or whatever you need. Lift your left foot and try to keep your left toes face down. And pull your left hip forward. and your right hip back. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees together. They tap in, everything comes in. And then inhale, press and extend everything out. And again, fold it in, exhale. Inhale, press and lift your chest. One more time, exhale it in. Now keep it here. Keep the chest lifted, look up, keep the knees glued together. If you're ready, walking your hands one at a time up onto your right knee. If it's too much, keep your hands down. Now try to stay low and extend that left foot back. Again, you might need your hands. If you feel ready, stretch your right leg. Warrior 3. You can do it with the arms down or the arms out. Lengthen. And exhale, put the hands down and float the left leg up into a standing split. Now go and exhale to cross your left little toe behind your right heel, kind of to the side of your right foot. Squeeze everything in, wrap in. You're welcome to bring your hands behind that left thigh or left calf, that is. If you want to test it, reach all the way up. Breathe deeply. One more breath. Let the hands touch. Bring the feet back together, so uncross or just slightly apart, but do uncross your feet. Release the head. Come up halfway, inhale. And exhale, fold. This time, take the arms wide and reach all the way around and up to standing. And then exhale as the hands come in. Keep going though, inhale up. And this time, just a wide-hearted forward bend, exhale. Release the head. Inhale, halfway up. This time, as you exhale, step back with your left foot into that lunge. And do put the knee down, but keep the hands here. And as you inhale, just lift your chest and pull that left hip forward and up. On the exhale, you're going to shift back into the pyramid pose. Stretch both legs if you can. And with that right foot flexed up, pull the heel back. And again, lower the back down into your lunge. Put the left knee down. And inhale, lift your chest, arch the heart. Drag the left hip. Good. And again, fold it back into pyramid pose. Stretch it out. And now the third time, back to the lunge. Let the left knee touch, arch and lift the heart. And this time, we're going back to that half split. So as that back left knee stays down, shift back. And those who have longer legs, walk the right foot closer to the front of the mat, then flex the foot. So ideally, you have your hips over your back knee, dig the heel in, lift your chest, take a breath. And maybe lower the head if you want. Keep digging the heel. Now, as you come up, everyone, lean over into your left hand. Put some weight on it. Now, underneath your left wrist, start twisting and reaching up high through the right arm. And as you reach up, pull that right hip back. Dig the heel in. One more breath. Let the hands circle to the floor. Now, as you take that right foot in a little closer perhaps, bend the right knee again, come back to your lower lunge, and then inhale, sweep both arms up. This is Anjaneyasana. Reach all the way back to interlace your hands, but other knuckle on the top. So switch the knuckles. Then inhale, arch the chest, lift, lift, lift. And inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, both hands down. This time, instead of going back to down dog, lift your back left knee and turn your body sideways. So spin till both of your feet are parallel with the short edges of your mat. Inhale, lift up, look up. Bend your knees both deeply over your toes until you get very buoyant and easy in your hips. Let's shift to the right. So shift it over to the right. Stretch the inner left thigh. And then through that center, keep it low, shift over to your left. Stretch the inner right thigh. Now, take a few of your own shifts here, everyone. Keep it here on the floor. Hands to the heart, arms wide. You can even make it that swirly speed skater figure 8 pattern if that feels good. But shift, shift, shift. It's okay to keep the hands down. Then from there, square yourself, lift your chest as you stretch your legs, turn your toes slightly more inward. And then exhale, just fold through your legs. This is where if you want to grab something, do that. Shoulder stretch if you're ready. Anything that works for you. One more breath. And then everyone let the hands go, exhale. Inhale halfway up. Now rotate back to face the front of your mat. Right foot out, left foot in. Now step into down dog. Stretch it out. And we're going to do that rolling action again. Curl your belly, tuck your chin, and roll to plank. Then bend your knees and ripple through your hips. All the way back through to downward dog. 2 more times. Curl forward, inhale. And bend your knees and ripple through the hips, downward dog. Last one. Curl the body forward like a wave. Exhale through the hips, bend your knees, push the hips up. Now, this time, curl forward. Inhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Some of you will use your knees. Now, you can always go back to your Sphinx, Cobra, or if you're ready, Upward Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Anytime you need to, take a child's pose. Remember, if you need to rest, take a version of child's pose that you like. You can always stay in down dog. The next inhale, lift your left leg up, reach through that left leg a lot. And now exhale, bring your left knee to your belly or your nose and curl it. Swing the left leg back up. This time, open the hip, maybe bend the knee, open that whole left side as much as you like. And then inhale, stretch the left leg, give it a nice reach. Now exhale, step the left foot forward, all the way to the front of the mat. Using the weight of the body, push yourself forward onto your left foot. Use your hands or blocks or cushions, whatever you need. Right leg in the air. Try to square your right hip forward and your left hip back. Now, this is where you'll bend your knees towards each other, curl and exhale. Inhale, press it again through the heels, lift your chest. And again, exhale, the knees touch together. Inhale, press and extend. Third time, touch your knees, keep it there. Touch those knees, lift your chest. And either hands on the floor or hands to the left knee, whatever you like. Take that right leg back. Keep the left knee bent, stay low. Hover if you want to. Stretch the left leg if it's comfortable. You can always use your hands. One more breath. Now exhale, float your right leg up and release the head into standing split. Now the right foot as it comes down, cross your right little toe to the outside of your left heel and just fold it over. Squeeze those legs. Balance, do whatever you want. Couple of breaths here. Deep inhale, exhale, bring the hands down if they're up, and then everyone uncross your feet and come to a regular forward bend position. Inhale, look up. And this time, fold over, bend your knees, come up to a regular chair, Utkatasana. All the way through, bend those knees a little deeper. Inhale, stretch up, and as you stretch up, bring your right knee with you. And balance. And then put the foot down and take another chair. Switch. As you balance on the right foot, bring the left knee up. Good, and put that foot down and return to chair. We'll do each side again. Shift to the left foot. Float the right knee up. Put it down, chair pose. Last one, bring the left knee up. Catch it, lift it, lift it, lift it. And put it down. Back to chair. Now, I'm going to take a longer balance for this one. I'm actually going to use the wall. So I'm still a little bit wobbly in my balancing. We're going to bring the right knee back up. This time, open your right knee to the right. If you want to hook your right big toe or the side of the foot, if you want to extend it, it's up to you. Either way, turn your gaze and look to the left. One more breath. Now we're going to transition into tree. Vrikshasana. Grab your right ankle if it's handy. Bring the heel up higher or lower or anywhere along the leg. But draw the energy in. Both hands up if you're ready. Use the wall though if you need it. And some of you might even open your arms to a big V and look up. Lift. One more breath. As you exhale, take it all the way back through that right heel and then lower the foot. Shake that side out a little bit. And change sides. So we'll change your feet as well. Take your weight to your right foot and bring the left knee in. Open that knee to the side diagonal, and some of you might choose to extend that left leg. Either way, take your gaze and turn it to the right over the shoulder. Big deep breath. Good. Slowly turn the face forward and transition into tree. Bring the left foot as close to that inner upper thigh as you like. Gather it in, squeeze up through that midline. One or both arms. Reaches up, tree Vrikshasana. Again, you might open to a big V, lift the chest and look up. One more breath. As you bring it back in, extend that left heel forward and then lower it. Come back to 2 feet. And again, just rest for a moment, shake it up. And from there, standing at the top of the mat, take the arms up, inhale. And exhale, fold, fold, fold. Inhale, look up. And when exhale, step back with your right foot. Turn your heel down, warrior one. So with those hands then, first walk up to your left knee. And then push the belly back like a cat stretch. Curl. As you keep that right foot firm and the right leg firm, bring the hands to your hips. Really anchor your hips firmly. Steer them more to the front. Wrap the shoulders and then finally reach those arms up high. Reach warrior one. Good. Open those arms. We'll do eagle arms. So with that left foot in front, cross your left arm over your right. Come to eagle. And then try to lift, 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 lift. Reach the fingers, reach the elbows, reach the heart. And as you exhale, release the arms. Open them overhead. And everyone just turn the corner to warrior two. Left knee open. Keep going. Changing my facing. Left knee open. Warrior two. Take one more breath. Now, let's take a side warrior. So just find your right hand on your right leg or wrap it and toss your left arm over your ear into a big side stretch. Reach it, reach it, reach it. One more breath. Exhale, bring that top arm in front of your face. And then as you inhale, open the arms again into Parsva Konasana. So bring the elbow down on the thigh. Take the top arm over your ear. If you want, lower that hand to the floor. Next to the left foot on the outside, reach. You might choose to wrap. The top arm goes behind you. And if you're wrapping, the bottom arm goes in front. And the two hands connect. Lift your chest. Arch. Lengthen. One more breath. As you exhale, let it go. We're going to actually move from here into half moon. So this is good. We might need a block. You're going to move on to your left foot and your left hand. And start to open the right side of the body, Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to bend the top knee, reach hand to foot, Japasana. Slowly let it go. Now, we're going to put your right hand on your hip. Slowly lower the right foot back to the floor. Big step back. We're going to move into triangle. So this is where your left hand might come onto your left shin, or wherever the foot of the floor of the block. Right hand reaches up. Triangle pose. Deep breath in. One more breath. If you can, let your top arm float over your ear. Reach. Put the hand down. Turn the body to face the floor. Turn your back right foot in. And right away, right hand goes under your right shoulder. Twist the left side open to a nice twist. Breathe in. Now let's circle that left hand back. Bring it under. And then keep going forward over your left ear. And twist your belly and your gaze up to the ceiling. One more breath. On the exhale, bring the hand down, step back to down dog. Vinyasa, if you wish, moving forward, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog, or cobra, or sphinx. Exhale, back to downward dog. A deep breath in, we're going to come back to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or jump. Back to the front. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhalation. Utkatasana, deepen, deepen, deepen. And then inhale just to stretch. Stand tall, bring your hands back to the heart. Take a deep breath. Let the hands go, exhale. Inhale, come up. And now bring it back to the forward bend, all the way over to stretch. Inhale, look up. And exhale, step back with your left foot this time. And put your right heel down, warrior one. Both hands walk up to the right knee. Curl the belly like you're doing a cat stretch. Curl in, round the back. Then as you bring your hands to your hips, really anchor those hips down. As you anchor the hips, lift the chest, roll the shoulders, keep your lunge. And then when you're ready, reach up into your warrior one. Slowly the arms open. Now with the right foot in front, cross the right elbow over the left in front, wrap to your eagle arms. Lift your chest, lift your fingers, lift your elbows. Breathe deeply. And as you exhale, let it go. Open the arms and turn that quarter turn to warrior two, right knee over the toes. Again, I'm switching sides. So I'm facing you, right knee over the toes. Now side warrior, take your left hand to your left leg, right arm tosses, or you might choose to wrap the left arm. Keep it there. Deep breath in. Exhale, let the top arm curve in front of your face. Inhale, open back to warrior two. Now, Parsvakonasana. Put the elbow down. Let the top arm continue to reach. This is supported Parsva. You can take that right hand to the floor or the block behind the foot if you can. Some of you will want to wrap. The top arm might wrap behind. If you wrap, the bottom hand goes in front. Wraps under, the two hands meet, and the chest might lift. One more breath. As you let it go, look down. Keep the right knee bent, walking into half moon. Baby step in that left foot if you need it. Walk onto your right hand, block if you need it. Float up right side, open. Maybe lift the hand. And here's your Chapasana. If I could do it without falling. Variation. Don't quite have it. Deep breath in. Now we'll let go. Put your left hand on your hip. Bend your right knee. Step your left foot deeply back. Transitioning to triangle. So just slide your right hand on your ankle or your shin, twist the belly, take the left hand high when you can. Breathe deeply. Then the top left arm floats over your ear. Find that length through your waist. One more breath. Bend the front knee, turn to face the floor. Bring your hands down, turn your left foot into parallel. Now as you twist, make sure your left hand is under your own shoulder. Just open up your right elbow, wrist, and fingers up to the ceiling. Twist. Then the right hand goes back, circles along the leg, and keeps circling forward as you find the twist, right elbow over your ear. Reach. Exhale, the hand touches, good, and then back to downward facing dog. Now, if you don't want to do the vinyasa, you can always rest or stay. Vinyasa option, here we go. Go forward, chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward dog. Inhale. And this time, everyone, take a child's pose. Settle it back. Anything you want to do with your arms. One more breath or two, just to rest. And then let's actually come to a seat. So from here, just find your way to sit forward on your mat. You can extend the legs. Now, if you want to, as always, you can sit on something, but make sure your inner thighs are pulled back and apart. You're nice and tall on your sitting bones. Let's do a little twist here. So let's bring the left knee in, bring your right knee in, and cross your foot to the outside of your left thigh. Now this is where your bottom heel can stay, or if you want, tuck your left heel in as well. Just make sure you're not sitting on it. So you want both hips really square. Now with that right knee in, you're gonna grab it around with both hands. Draw yourself up taller, inhale. Now pull your right belly back. Take the right hand behind you. And if you can, slide your left elbow outside that top knee into a little bit more of a leverage to twist. If anyone is ready, take the top hand, tuck it under the right knee, and then the two hands might clasp again. Breathe deeply. Again, if you're not getting a full breath, don't go for the bind. Make sure you're getting your full, wide, expansive breath. One more. And exhale. Now unwind it all the way to your left, a little bit of a softening. Good. As you come out of it, we're going to move to a revolve, Janu Sirsasana. So everyone keep the left foot in, extend the right leg out, sit tall. Right over those bones. Now lift your waist, twist your belly to the left so you have the belly more over the left thigh. Then slide the right hand down your right leg. And let's take the left hand behind the head. So find that little bit of a ledge. Lift your left elbow and armpit. Twist the gaze up if you can. Arch, arch, arch. Get higher. I'm using my right hand, a little bit of leverage against the right ankle or shin. And then as you exhale, reach the top arm way into that full side stretch. And some of you will take your right elbow to the floor, palm up. Grab the foot, whatever you can. Just make sure you don't cross your face. Keep the elbow lifted. One more breath. Now, as you exhale, let it go. We're going to come all the way around to put the left hand to the floor behind a little bit. Shift onto your left knee and your left hand into that sort of modified Valashisthasana. This time, if you can, grab that foot again and give yourself a nice extra quad stretch. If you want even a little extra, let go. Now put your right foot on the floor, big toe, kind of ball the foot, and then sweep up tall through that arm. Reach. One more breath. Slowly bring it down. Use your hands if you need to. Slide that right leg now. Take a big sweep. Left hand up and over to open that arm. Good. Now, both legs forward again. Just a regular forward bend, a symmetrical position. Even out your hips again. Take a big breath. And as you reach forward, grab what you can out there. Your feet, your ankles, if this is using a strap or a towel, or even like a tie or a sock works better, use that. Lift your belly, lift your heart, take a deep breath in. Now when exhale, open your elbows, and if you can, release your head. Fold, fold, fold. Slowly come up, and as you come up, bring the left knee with you. Now left foot over to the outside of the right thigh. Tuck that right heel under if you want. You can always leave it out. Either way, use both hands, and at first, pull yourself in and up, get tall. Then the left hand goes back, twist your belly way back. If you can, that top elbow goes over to the outside. If you have the foot under, make sure both of your hips are even on the ground. Some of you will take the top arm and dive it through the legs and connect the hands. Lift your chest, twist and breathe. One more. And then exhale to deepen. Now unwind your body and take that little bit of an oppositional bow over to the right. And come back up and open that left leg into your revolved Janu Shirshasana. So sit tall, make sure even on the hips, lift your belly and your waist, and twist it a little bit to your right thigh. Keep that twist. Slide your left hand down, and we'll take the right hand with the elbow bent. Put that right hand behind your head and your neck. Lift your chest, lift your elbow. Now the bottom hand, I'm using it to push against my calf a little bit, get a little bit more leverage. One more breath, then extend that top right arm all the way over. If you want to go deeper, you can take that left elbow to the floor. Flip the palm up, maybe grab your foot with one or two hands, or just leave this. Take one more breath. On the exhale, release the head and curve forward. Now just swivel yourself back onto your right hand and your right foot, or excuse me, not your foot, your right knee, and reach into that modified Vashisthasana. Lift the foot, maybe reach and grab hand to foot, quad stretch, spread the toes. And if you want a little extra, let go and put the left ball of your foot down and push through it to open up the left arm all the way next to your ear. Keep reaching up high through your right side and your left side as well. Slowly let it go. Use the floor if you need it to slide yourself back into that position. Sweep your right arm up and over. And now let's take both legs open to Upavista. So this is a position that go as wide as you can, but not too wide. Make sure that the thighs are rolled in again and the hips are rolled back and over. Take a breath, reach. Now, as you go forward, grab what you can. It could be your toes, feet, ankles. It could be up here in your shins. Do what you can do. Breathe deeply. Remember, if you want to add a little extra movement through your hips, that's up to you. I like to kind of shift my weight a little side to side, one hip forward, one hip back. Kind of releases a little bit into my sacrum. Sometimes if you use the floor in front of you, it's a little easier to get that motion in the hips. One more breath. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then everyone slowly walk yourself up. Let your elbows and wrists and fingers unfold. Open your arms. Now see if you can just float your feet right up to your hands. And grab on. Or it might be bent knees, whatever you can manage. One more breath, lift your chest. Try looking up. And now, boat pose. Bring the feet together. If you need to, bend your knees. I'm going to turn sideways. You can do a bent knee version. Let go, extend, whatever you want. Breathe deeply. Lift your chest. Now, when you exhale, bring your feet to the floor. Separate your feet to about hip distance, tabletop. As your hands come back, point the fingers in if you can, not too far back. Wrap your shoulders, squeeze your elbows, lift your chest. Then when you're ready, move forward through the hips and then up, up, up to tabletop. Now this might be too much. You can always keep the hips down and lift here. But if you can, pull your knees forward, pull your heels back. One more breath. And as you lower, bring your hips all the way forward to your heels first. And then shift back. And then find one more boat pose for yourself. One more Navasana. Any variation. On the exhale, let the feet touch. And fold over, Baddha Konasana. Breathe long, deep breaths. Try to widen into your back. Widen into your back of your skull. And lengthen. From there, as you roll up, we're going to bring your knees back together. We're going to roll to the back and do a few back bends, or should say a couple of back bends. So scoot forward, roll it on back, bring your knees in, and then right away, grab your ankles and put your feet on the floor now. You want to have your fingertips kind of close to your heels. Make sure they're not too far or too close. But you're going for knees right above your own heels. Once you're there, we're just going to bring the elbows to 90 degrees, bend them into this robot position, and then little by little rock the shoulders and elbows closer and open up the front of your chest. From there, push down as you lift your hips. Work those elbows and shoulders in a little closer if you can. Interlace all your fingers. If it's too much, just grab and scrunch in the outsides of your mat. Either way, as you lift your chest, push down through the arms. Try to slide your knees forward and zigzag your heels backward. Open. One more breath. On the exhale, let the arms go first. And then if you're ready, lift your heels and slowly curl the tailbone back down to the floor. And once the hips have landed, take that constructive rest position. The feet will be as wide as your mat. Knees together, and you can always stay here or take a little bit of movement from side to side. That windshield wiper motion. And now we're going to come back to center, and we're going to do a second back bend. The back bend could be another bridge. If you have a block or something, you can put it under your sacrum, or if you want to do a full Urdhva Dhanurasana. The wheel pose. Hands go behind and turning in. Make sure that the elbows are not out to the side, but they're pointing up. And do what is best for you. So let's take 5 more breaths in whatever back bend you choose. Breathe deeply. And then when you're ready, come on back down. Roll through the spine again. But this time when you're done, bring your knees back together up to the chest. Or I like to take the hands under and let the legs kind of flop and rock and roll a little side to side. Do what's best for your body. Circle it around the sacrum a little bit if that feels good on your back. And then when you're ready, transition into a happy baby. So holding on, if you can, from underneath, go for the outsides of your feet, then pull your feet wider. Try to get your heels stacked over your knees. Bend your knees deeply with the feet push, and with those hands pull. Stretch. Feel free to keep it here, rock and roll, extend as much as you want back into that Upavista Konasana. One more breath, and then bring it back together. Let's do one last twist. So bring the feet back in. Let's do the same thing. Left knee in, right leg out. This is what we did at the beginning. Twist your left knee over to the right. And do whatever you need to with the bottom leg. You might stay here. You might do another quad stretch. One more breath. Slowly roll onto your back, but this time, just bring your two knees together, keeping the right knee in now, extend the left leg down. And now twist your right knee over to the left, or whatever side you haven't done. Just make sure you do both sides and reach. And the bottom knee again might bend a little. You might grab into another quad stretch. One more breath. And then finally, let that foot go if you have it. Roll onto your back. Bring both knees back in. This time, head to knees, curl in. Release everything in. And then let it go all the way to that full stretch again. Arms up, legs down. Just stretch, stretch, stretch. And then as you exhale, let all the breath out like a sigh. And let your body go. And now we'll get ready for Shavasana. These last few moments, anything that you want to, if you want to stay on your mat, you can do constructive rest. You can do Baddha Konasana, reclined, corpse pose, more traditional, or feel free to move yourself to a wall and do legs up the wall. But whenever you're ready, make sure you're really warm. So if you need to, cover up your body, get comfortable. Get all those extra fidgety motions out of your body. And then just take your time here, rest completely. Find your way to your own breath rhythm, your own thoughts, your own time, your own relaxation. Okay, everyone, when you feel ready, start to gently move through your fingers and toes, your feet and hands, your arms and legs, stretch it out, bring your legs back up if you want to, lengthen your spine, and then when you're ready, bring your knees together, roll onto your side, and come all the way up to a comfortable seat again. Sit tall. Let's bring the hands to the heart. Anjali Mudra. Thank you very much for joining me in this practice this morning. Sorry for the little glitch, but hopefully we figured that one out. And it should be smooth sailing from this point on with all of the Zoom classes at the Eugene Yoga website. Thank you. I had a great time and look forward to sharing another practice with you. We're going to be doing this again next Saturday. So thank you for joining me. Namaste. Okay.